Okay, so a viewer named Energy Healer H8H asked me something that I get all the time, which is, how do I actually find out my spirit guide's name? And I love this question because finding out my guide's name changed everything for me. So today I'm giving you 3 ways to do this. Stick around and let's get into it. Hi, I'm Veronica and welcome to the Wholeness Shift. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. And if you're already part of the family, welcome back. You know I love you. I teach about easy, practical spirituality, and we talk about everything. We talk about spirit guides, pendulums, dreams, energy, all of it. Nothing is off limits. So if this interests you, please hit the subscribe button below because it supports my channel and I wouldn't want you to miss out on anything good. First things first, everybody has a spirit guide, even you. Usually several. You've got your main guide who is with you your whole life, some other guides who stick around for the whole ride, but they aren't really your main guide. And then some who come and go depending on what you need at that time, kind of like a specialist. When you start a new hobby, a new career, the specialist guide comes on and helps you. And yes, every single one of them has a name, whether you've heard the name yet or not, whether you know it or not, they are actual beings with actual names. So how do you find this name? If you want to communicate with your guide, you want to talk to him, like my guide is named Spomi. You guys probably know that. And Spomi and I have a great relationship. But how do I know his name is Spomi? I'm going to give you a few ways. Number 1, meditate and just ask. The simplest way is also the one that people skip because it feels too easy, or they're afraid that they're going to get it wrong, that they're second guessing themselves. Stop that. Stop that. Trust your intuition and just roll with it. The fact is that even if you did get it wrong, if you act with intention to call your guide a name, they'll roll with it. Now, I have a few examples of this. One, my guide Manny, he's actually a mantis being, and I don't know his real name. So Manny, because mantis guide equals Manny, I call him Manny, he responds. The other one isn't one of my guides, but he is an angel, an archangel, and that's Archangel Metatron. He has such powerful energy, and before I knew who he was, before I knew that energy goes with that entity, angel, being, whatever, I just called him Big Guns. Because when I needed to receive a message and I wasn't quite getting what my guides would say, I would say, hey, can you call in the big guns with the big energy and help me out here, let him communicate, because I always feel his energy. And then I found out it's actually Archangel Metatron. But often and funny enough, several people who watch this video have taken to calling Archangel Metatron Big Guns. And he'll respond. So what you want to do is you want to close your eyes, get still, and do just a little meditation if you can. Ask, what is my main guide's name? And then pay attention. Pay attention to whatever floats up, a feeling, a flash of an image, a sound, a word. You're not making it up. You're remembering something your soul already knows, or you're getting information. Number 2, using a pendulum and a letterboard. So you use a pendulum, and you use it with a letterboard, and you have it spell out the word. This is my favorite because it's the most direct. If you've got a pendulum, you can literally have your guide spell out their name letter by letter for you on a chart, just like I said. I have a free one that you can download. It's in the shop on my website if you want to go get it and download it, or you can make your own, just draw one out. It takes patience, but there's no guessing involved. They'll spell it out letter by letter until you've got it. A quick heads up, their names don't usually look like normal human names. Lots of consonants, weird vowel patterns. Sometimes it just looks like a sound. Sometimes it looks like nothing you've ever seen. That's normal. Don't second guess it just because it looks unusual, okay? That can actually mean that you're getting the right thing, but we'll talk about that a little later. Method 3, passive reception. This one sneaks up on you because you're not really actively trying to get information. You're just going about your day. You're cooking dinner, you're walking through a parking lot, or you're listening to a podcast, and a random word or a name just kind of pops into your head, or you might hear it just out of nowhere. And that's them. It's usually the same way that, like if you forgot a word earlier, you forgot someone's name. You're like, what is that guy's name I used to work with? You can't remember it. And then like 5 hours later, you hear Bob, and you're like, oh, right, it was Bob, it was Bob. That's them giving you the information. Your brain and your ego is just quiet enough now that it's able to float in and you can hear it. So it's because you weren't forcing it. It just arrived when you allowed it to arrive. Now, what do you do once you get a name? Once a name comes through from any of these methods, you trust it. That's what you do. So, as I was talking about earlier, my main guide's name is Spomamorst. I could barely say that when I first heard it. So I asked if I could just call him Spomy, and he's been Spomy ever since. And he answers to Spomy. So don't overthink it. Don't dismiss it just because it sounds strange. As I was saying earlier, strange can actually be a good sign because it means that it's real. It's not something your logical brain invented or contrived, because how could you make that up, right? So a weird name equals a good sign, not a red flag. Whatever comes through, just trust it and roll with it, because your guides will too. If you're acting with intention, as we said, they're going to just roll with it. They'll know who you're talking about. All right, you guys, if this helped, please let me know. Leave me a comment, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you know somebody that might like this information or could use it, forward it to them. Just send it and share it. And make sure you come back every week, because we talk about this kind of stuff all the time. All right, you guys, until next time.